All right, folks, let's get to some more work. So we're moving on from the front kick to the roundhouse kick, and since we've been doing the front kick already, we should be pretty warmed up and pretty good. So we're going to do the instant roundhouse kick. And when you're throwing the kick, I want you to imagine that you're clashing with your opponent and somebody, and they crashed into you, or they jammed you, or they ran into you, right? So as you're getting pushed backwards or whatever, they're going to try to follow up and strike you some more, and that's when you're going to block and counter, right? You block, and you're going to throw your cross. All right. So from your sparring stance, you're going to throw an instant roundhouse kick. So after you throw the instant kick, I want you to reverse back, land back, shuffle back. I want you to do some kind of version of something that allows you to step back as your opponent is trying to rush you and advance on you, even if it's leaning back or dipping back, and block and strike. And block, strike at the same time if you want as well. Pretty cool, right? So after we're doing the block strike, we're following up with the rear roundhouse as well, and that allows us and bring the roundhouse down, and that brings us into our new stance so that we can naturally alternate between both sides and stuff. So here's your opportunity to also be practicing your roundhouse kicks. You don't have to throw them as high as I do, but the point is you should get that knee up a little bit, and so make sure that you're getting in some nice ranges of the motion and stuff, and they're not completely cheated, and you're not throwing the kick with your leg already 3/4 of the way extended, right? So you want some travel distance to the move so that you're creating the force coming with that. Don't be leaning forward, don't be leaning back too much, but you'll feel if you are, because you'll be off balance or you'll just actually topple over. Keep the hands guarded to some degree. You might have to keep them out a little bit or to somewhere to help you with your balance, but keep working on that. So you notice how my lead fist hand, arm and stuff was up in a good guarded position. You see that? So didn't take much for me to go from that guard position to the forearm block, did it? So here we're working on that whole momentum thing, right? That we've already worked on in the first set of drills, the basic ones that we did video. When I throw the punch, my body is already moving in that direction, so I just follow that up with the kick coming there as well. So great fluidity to that, and it's a great harmony with that type of. When you throw a kick against your motion, that can be confusing to your opponent and really cool, but also difficult to do because you're breaking that harmony, you're breaking the flow and stuff. So you're sort of resisting yourself, or your body will be resisting that move, and the chance of getting hurt is a lot higher. So drills, drills, drills. All right, so a little bit of a fake. You notice how I was throwing a little bit of a fake, a little bit of some kind of twitch or something before anything happens to get the opponent to bite. And that might allow you to not even throw any punch or block at all, and you can just go for the kick right there. In this example, what you're seeing right here is a left sparring stance, right? We're in the left stance. So first thing that you're seeing is the left roundhouse kick, and bring that foot down after the kick and is back into your left sparring stance. and then a left forearm block followed by a right cross, okay? And then the right cross has got our body already moving and rotating into that direction, and then we finish up with a lead right roundhouse kick. And then we come down with that forward. We come in the forward position, we come down with that right, and that will bring us into the new stance, which would be the right sparring stance now. There's lots of things that we can do and we can play with. We can throw the kick first and then throw a punch after and then a block. But there we go, classic, right? So we're simplified a little bit, right, with all those hooks and multiple 1-2s and stuff, and we just got it really nice and classic and stuff. Now, we did altering the drill a little bit. It's still the same drill, but instead of everything being in dedicated step, the block and the cross punch happen at the same time. Ideally, some kind of twitch, some kind of movement first before you just throw out the kick and stuff, because that's kind of extra complicated and cool. Then the instant kick, bring the instant kick back down with the lead foot in front of you so that you're maintaining the same stance, all right? And then follow through with your cross, your power shot, and follow through with your rear kick right behind that power shot. And your body is going in that direction and all moving in that direction. So you should have some nice force and power with that. Here's an example of just being a little bit more upright. And at this point, you get the hang of it, where doing some versions of blocks and punching and kicks, right? Simultaneous, one at a time.